Why does he think he can switch?
There you go.
Oh.
You want?
I was about to be like, do I have to go in there and stop him?
Right. I'm like, he can't be switching. Like, no, he just can't. He just can't. You can't do that. Can't do that. But this is gonna be a totally different. Oddly enough, I feel like Talim could maybe match Keelik in terms of pacing.
Well,
You know, she has the ability to really dance around. But I don't know. Again, Keelik, one of those characters that has a lot of options, and I think he can stop a lot of her shenanigans, not even in her face. So,
yeah, definitely she's a very aggressive character, so that can be something for like changing the pace. But oh my goodness, he's able to A plus B and get the lethal hit there. Neon unable to cancel that reversal edge in time. So wow, that was actually crazy. He can actually avoid that lethal hit when doing reversal edge there because she can cancel it. So crazy stuff.
and that match went by so quickly.
It did.
All right, and Machine Gun Kill really keeping the offense up, not giving Neon a chance to get anything started, but he is going to win this trade.
Okay, going for the monument parry, but Neon not gonna let him have that, but getting the side throw here. Gonna even up that life bar and take the lead actually by a little bit. Trying to go for broke with these GIs, but they're not working out, and Neon gonna get the combo. Taking it, round number 2, tying it up here. Has a big meter advantage as well, pretty much a full bar on him.
Yeah, he did a really good job at staggering some of Talim's strings. You know, you can stop them in certain places. She has options. She could go into multiple stances. He did a really good job at that. Oh, I was so close to getting that ring out.
And Neon, oh no, and no, he did the wrong combo.
Wow.
He had the ring out there. Neon, second chance at life. Doing the string mix-ups, and he gets hit by it. He had the block. That would have been huge. And just like that, Talim, huge burst damage, and the jump stuffing out the critical edge. Neon now having the life advantage here, going for the GI, but no, Neon gets the wind salt low again, delaying that option timing. Neon ahead in the set for the first time.
Yeah, that was such a good sequence from him. And I mean, both players had multiple opportunities to get some ring outs there, and it just didn't pan out the way they wanted to. But Neon finally getting something going. Oh, I just immediately stops him.
I've never seen this whole time. Neon still has that wind buff, so some of her moves are powered up, a little bit safer on block, a little bit better hitboxes.
Oh, and that damage coming out of Machine Gun's kills. Yeah, you can see he kind of went for an RI there, but I don't think it was fast enough. Right, let's see what we're gonna get during this final set.
Same stage as well. Neon, they'll put the work in, but the nice delay bar as be for Machine Gun kills.
Oh, nice sidestep.
Gets the Oki situation here. Keelik's Oki's not necessarily the greatest, but he doesn't get the block punish. Goes maybe for some kind of setup instead. This life disadvantage for Neon is huge right now. Talim is a character that can make the comeback happen with these delayed timings. Machine Gun kills. These GIs are not working out for him at all. Oh my god. All of these things happening from these GIs. Like, Machine Gun kills, it's like he's panicking. He's trying to negate this pressure by doing GIs, but Talim's able to delay her pressure. I think you mentioned that a little bit earlier, Clive.
Yeah, absolutely.
Talim is able to delay that pressure, bait out all these GIs and get huge damage and sequence them into these big comebacks.
Yeah, and I mean, you said it yourself. Talim is one of those characters who can make a comeback just by varying timing, stances. Then they have the reversal edge in there, guard break. Just so many options. And looks like Neon is just running away with it.
Oh, with a 4-8 lethal hit. Not going to do a ton of damage here, but maybe able to make a comeback to 6K. Not quite enough damage. Okay.
I was not expecting that to. Gets a little bit of health, but not gonna matter.
I'm not sure about that CE. I mean, I guess he gets a bar back, but he's a little lower health. Maybe they could have, but they didn't kill him, so.
Right, opting to go for Soul Charge. Now, the last time he was in Soul Charge, he was able to do a lot of damage. He's gonna bet on that now, but Neon's not giving him a chance. But he does get this lethal hit. It's gonna do a lot of damage. Ooh.
Yep, okay. Spend CE here in Soul Charge. This should kill him without any real trouble here, so machine gun kills on the board in this final game.
Should it be like this, Shanlin?
Yep. Almost has got the bar meter. Neon really down on meter right now, but Talon builds meter pretty well, so I don't think it should be too much of a problem for him.
But you know, she usually builds it by doing the RE cancels, and that hasn't been happening too much in this particular set. That's one thing I did. It's not that he's not doing it, he's just not doing it as much because, again, Keelik could, you know, he can just shut a lot of that down, which is, I mean...
But getting shut down, though, he doesn't block the, I think it's like the Wind Salt A+B there. I think that frame traps, and you just have to block it. He doesn't block it, gets wrung out, and Neon gonna take the set. You know, he tried it with the Grow in game 1, didn't really find any success, switches back to his main, and then from there he's able to just have full control of the match, basically. That was really, really good stuff there. I feel like machine gun kills had a lack of knowledge against Talum, or maybe a Talum of the caliber that is Neon. Neon, definitely one of the best Talon players in the world for sure. And it's great use of the character and able to just kind of overwhelm machine gun kills with the options that he was doing and the timing that he was doing. Again, with those GIs getting baited out. There are things you can do to counter Talum. GIing, it can work, but as we saw there, you can really just get absolutely blown up for trying to go for all those GIs as your counter. Sometimes you have to react to the stance that she goes into. Like, sure, the stance transitions can be really strong, but if she transitions off certain things, if she goes into like Wind Charmer, which is where she spins sideways, you can actually like mash against that in a lot of situations. So if you have that familiarity, you can actually stop those options and make her go for more risky options like those Wind Salt A+Bs and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I mean, the optimal word you said there is familiarity. I recently learned the Talon matchup, and there are things you have to go into the lab and lab specific scenarios, like you mentioned, like, well, what if she goes into this stance? What if she does this? What are my options here? And every character is going to react to it differently. You know what I mean? So that's such a good point. And that specific matchup, Talon is one of those characters where you really just have to know what your character can do in those situations. And then you have to go into the lab and really practice that. Just like you said, if you just, I think traditionally in Soulcalibur, sometimes you can GI out of a lot of situations. But again, Talon was one of those characters, the GI, it's probably not going to work. You really have to go into the lab and see what she does, what's her best options, and how your character is going to react to it.
Yeah, exactly. And it comes down to sometimes there isn't necessarily always a guaranteed answer to her pressure. Sometimes it is a situation of she has multiple options, so you may do a move that beats a couple of them, forcing her to do a more risky one, like I mentioned earlier. So it's she's a character that can be really frustrating because she has a lot of great offensive tools and some unique mechanics that you just have to be aware of. But yeah, I'm excited to see who we got coming up next, though. Is we got any word on that, Ian?
I am trying to arrange matches. I think I might be able to get Thermador and Deodon.
Okay, that'd be a hype one to watch.
Oh, and Deodon took out sent Manta to losers.
Yeah, interesting. That's an upset for sure. Manta definitely a very like strong, notable player. Deodon. I think Deodon plays Amy, I believe, right?
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so definitely, it was gonna be kind of an annoying matchup for Thermador. You know,
I know
Thermador-
he's just like exhaling right now, like, huh.
Yep. Amy, you know, she has. So, if you think about it, like on paper, I guess, of like, oh, Amy doesn't really have a lot of single hit high damage moves to break armor, especially without Red Rose Perception. But she does have really, really good lows that can break that armor, and when she gets Red Rose Perception, she can break his armor when, like, pretty consistently actually with some of like her really good tools. So that is something that can be annoying. So for Nightmare to deal with. But on the other hand, Nightmare can just do so much damage. It can be annoying for the Amy player because she's gonna try and do an option. If she guesses wrong, Nightmare is just going to basically just delete her health bar, especially when he gets like Terror Charge and Soul Charge. His damage capacity is just incredible. And if there's a ring out a possibility, he's a 16 frame tech crouch option with 66kk that rings out from crazy far.
Despair.
Yeah, and I mean, on top of it being Nightmare, it's Thermador's Nightmare.
Thermador is a very interesting player. He is. I would say that he is a very polarizing player because he can be incredible and just annihilate his opponent, and it doesn't matter who his opponent is, he can just annihilate them. But he can also just lose to anybody, and it's kind of just how he's feeling that day, I guess.
Yeah, well, when we're starting here, he's got something going, and he's trying to play the distance game. Finally going in to really just finish her off.
Ooh, getting the perfect for game number one, for round number one in game one. Thermador off to a very strong start.
Yeah, you can kind of tell he's choosing his moments. I mean, the name of the game, you know, stop Amy from stacking those roses, which she's doing a great job at doing right now. But you can kind of see he really doesn't want to stay up close for too long. He's opting to just, you know, keep her at bay where he can. And these moments he's choosing to go in, I mean, it's working.
Ooh, nice jumping over the 3BA. Thermador looking very good here. If he's able to get this round without giving Amy Red Rose Perception, he's gonna get two. One hit away, really. K blocks. And Thermador.
That jump K is putting in work.
Yeah, this is a horrible spot for Deodon. You're down 2 rounds. You have no Red Rose Perception. So you basically spend all of this time, and you guess wrong on the post-GI. Nightmare's post-GI is so strong.
Unfortunately, it's time to
Ooh, Soul Charge and not stacked on roses yet. This is a really bad position, and I'm not even used to seeing Amy here because normally, like, she's able to stack up those roses 1, 2, 3, but Thermador really just doing a great job and reacting to the low portion of that string every single time.
Oh, I need cheat that. That's that move, that 66kk. I-16 tech crouch, normal hit combos for an insane amount of damage. That was a really hard situation to be in for Deodon because you're down that much in terms of rounds, and you don't have your character's ramp mechanic, and Amy without her Red Rose Perception isn't nearly as good.
And it's not... And not as intimidating, you know. If I'm on round 2, if I'm up by 2 rounds and my opponent doesn't have the roses yet, I mean, I just a burst of confidence. This set is probably mine.
Thermador rolling on the ground doesn't get a counter hit confirmed quite in time. That move is way more negative than a 6BB.
All right, he looks like he's going in a little bit more now. He was trying to just keep his distance before.
Yes, Thermador, you know, able to claw his way back into that round. Basically just took one knockdown into an Yoki situation where Deodon didn't guess right and brings it all the way back here. Deodon, strong start, 3 roasters though. looking already stronger, and that should be the 4th Rose. Red Rose Perception online already a better start than that first game. You know, down around, but Red Rose Perception Amy is definitely a much better character.
Yep, Amy has arrived. Now she's here for real, for real.
Yep, like look at this.
And you're seeing it right there. She would not be able to do that if she didn't have those roses. So, and you're already seeing a difference. I mean, you know, when I used to hear people talk about Amy and red roses, like it really truly makes a difference. You can see, maybe it's because I recently labbed her, but you can literally see her gameplay change once she gets those roses, but you still cannot whiff. It's still Soulcalibur. Cannot whiff.
Yeah. Oh, and not getting these block punishes either. That 2-2 AA is quite negative on block.
Ooh, and that's going to be it. Already up by 2, Deodon.
Yeah, huge shift in momentum and game plan, because Amy doesn't have to worry about fishing for red roses. She can now just play the game.
It's time to end.
Plus a soul charge on top of that. Thermador is really going to have to watch out here.
Yep. Okay, gets hit from behind, but doesn't matter. I don't think that's what Thermador wanted. I think he wanted to pick her up off the ground with Grim Strike KK.
Oh, and that should be out.
Yep, that's out. Thermador has guessed right, I think, every single time post-GI so far.
And I'm just surprised Thermador has switched to being more aggressive. Is it because she has the roses? I don't know. I feel like he started this run.
It's just him as a player.
Yeah. No, I'm just, it was just an observation because the first set, I think keeping the distance and just having her come in and him poking from afar, I think it was working. But him going in to challenge her, I mean, we are at the final round. It can work. There's still time. And there's going to be some damage here.
Oh, this is going to be the wall splat.
Ooh.
Gets the refresh on the terror charge here. Doesn't guess right again, but he Grim Strides the wrong direction. But he just runs in with the 6-6B, and Thermador is going to take it 2-0. So to talk about what we were mentioning there just a second ago, Clive, I think the biggest difference is he was trying to prevent Deodon from getting Red Rose before, right? She now has Red Rose perception. Not only does Amy change in her game plan, but you also have to play a different game against Amy.
That's
right. So that's what we
true.
saw there from Thermador. I think just changing the pace up because he was no longer just trying to prevent Deodon from getting the ramp up mechanic and being at full power. So you're trying to just prevent that, be a little bit more patient, and just avoid those options. Now she has Red Rose Perception online. You have to play differently and approach the matchup differently.
Definitely. And I mean, Deodon did a much better job during that second set. Again, once the roses were in play, again, like we've been saying, you know, Amy comes alive at that moment. So really good stuff to Deodon, but Thermador able to clutch it out. I see an Ivy on screen.
Yep. We're going to get Word versus Sly Tiger as next up.
Ooh, so backstory. This is going to be an Ivy versus Talum, right? And I actually recently was able to play Sly Tiger for an extended set with Ivy versus Talum. It was not fun. But this is going to be interesting because we're definitely a solid Ivy player. But Sly Tiger and his Talum, I mean, really experienced, particularly in this matchup. And this particular matchup, there's things that Ivy can do to get around some of Talum's pressure, but it's just going to be a knowledge thing. Does Word know those situations? That's what this is going to come down to.
But very different Talum than we saw earlier with Neon. I feel like Sly Tiger is very set in the options that he chooses. So you'll kind of just see almost like options being like rotated, kind of like flowcharty. I guess flowcharty would be like how I would describe Sly Tiger to be.
Yeah, like Talum 101. I think that's a good way to describe it. And he's also super aggressive, but that's should be. Sometimes it ring out, sometimes it doesn't.
Oh
Okay.
no, wall splat!
I'm telling you, I felt it. I felt for word there. As an Ivy main, that wall is my worst. I hate this stage.
I think he shouldn't have done the bow. I think he should have done the K cancel. Because he was so close to the wall that the angle switched. I think he should have just done the Ivy like K cancel.
Yeah, so Sly Tiger definitely aggressive. Definitely likes to use his CE when he word, please. Please. The jump into CE to TS, that's crazy. That's absolutely nuts. Ooh, nice mix up there.
Ooh, great job catching him on the Wind Charmer transition. You know, Sly Tiger was too far away to get that reversal edge hit, so he tried to keep himself safe, but word, so aware of that.
Oh, his ability to GI into SS. Wow. I'm impressed. I love it. I want to be like him when I grow up.
Okay, Soul charging out of the pressure. I like the use of meter. Even if you lose this round, you're gonna get it back.
Ooh, that's a... Oh, I love it.
Okay, well, that was a bit of spaghetti, but still working out in Word's favor. But reversal edge cancel doesn't get anything. Okay. Oh no! But with the slow life slide kick, that one does not only a ton of damage, it's also safe on block.
And there you see it right there. Word using his options as Ivy. Her 214B does go under a lot of Talam's high options. So that's good. There it goes again. She can avoid a lot of Talam's options just by throwing that out there. So that's really good knowledge check there.
Yep.
From Word.
He just runs up and does a launcher and it works.
I'm telling you, Ivy is at her best when she just plays disrespectfully. Like, she doesn't care what options you have. She wants to grab, she's gonna grab. That's it.
The Soul Charge gets him under the pressure, but now he's full screen, but just
Ooh.
gets the whiff punish there by just dashing at him and he dodges it. That's that Wind Charmer transition, able to dodge from these A plus Bs. Okay. If you transition,
Cancel.
He dropped the just frame.
Yeah.
If he had gotten the just frame, he would have got the break attack at the end, and that would have been a huge momentum shift for Word. But I think the reversal edge, when you're hitting the reversal edge, the timing is slightly different.
Yeah, and you know, that just frame is not easy to do with Ivy. It's like sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't, but when you really need it, you can only hope to get it. But nails it right there, so he can do it, and that's gonna be it.
I think it's just like the reversal edge changing the timing on it a bit.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Punish. Tiger wakes up disrespectfully, gets the counter hit launch.
Oh, nice side roll.
Oof, I thought that was gonna be a back turn CS. That would be crazy.
All right, what's he gonna do now? Okay, doesn't finish it. It's gonna soul charge here. Oh,
Does not catch the step. Transitioning again.
not watching his toes.
Yeah, the Sly Tiger just changed up the timing just a little bit. Word
Oh
down,
no,
really
it's not
bad
your
spot.
turn.
Yeah, trying to press buttons, and it's not the right button to press. Tech crouching under the A is Sly Tiger, but that CS is going to be a big momentum shift. Getting good Oki off of this as well. What are we going to see?
These GIs are just not working out for Word, but that summon suffering is working.
Okay, on the ground, but that low grab not going to find anything again. This is like the second or third time Word's gone for that setup and does not guess correctly.
Oh, gonna catch the back step there. And again, as you said earlier, this is going to be good Oki for Ivy, but Word hasn't really been able to capitalize, but finally gets something there.
Just frames though. Lethal hit coming in for Sly Tigers to be the momentum shift that he needs.
Ooh, and that's gonna work. It's totally gonna work. And again, as I said, 214B coming from Ivy. Really good option against Talum. If she goes into her Serpent's Embrace and she has meter, she can do exactly what we just saw there. Go into CE. So that's really good stuff from Word. Really demonstrating that, you know, he knows something about this matchup.
Punishment time. We're getting out of there, but the duck on the string. If you dodge that first hit, you can duck it. Doesn't jail in that regard, but just frame summon suffering.
Yes, it was. I mean, kudos to Word on that. Okay, he's gonna finish it. What's gonna be the guess? Goes for the grab. Oh, he's.
Oh, that's gonna be it.
Yeah, he was trying to get a way to create some distance, but again, that aggression coming out of Talum. It's still, even though Ivy has options in this matchup, it is still a tough matchup for that character. So he, you know, from my view, he looked like he was trying to create some distance to, you know, maybe get something going, but he just did not get the opportunity. But still great games coming out of Word. I think he did a great job.
Yeah, I just couldn't quite get the momentum.
Yeah.
And couldn't quite catch the game plan that Sly Tiger was going for. But I think Art, you gotta talk to us real quick.
Yeah, guys. Hope you guys been enjoying all these matches so far. And they definitely have been pretty exciting. Shout out to the stream. Just want to bring your attention to the match arena, of course. You know, you guys can help out these players by logging in with your Twitch name and using the free promo codes. We have 79 codes left to use, and yeah, it's completely free. Just log in with your Twitch name, click that coupon code. Also, there's extra ways for you guys to donate. If you guys are enjoying it that much, you can always help out. You know, always helps out. Cover the tournament costs, etc. Check out Punch Planet. Cool, 30 cents to the prize pool. Match Reno is $1 right there for all those 4 clicks. We have 10 pages of Twitter quests. I went to them earlier. Make sure to right-click the dots for all that extra sponsor money. You know, it really does all add up. We got YouTube quests as well as Twitch quests. We have like 8 pages of Twitch quests. We have Click quests as well as Discord quests, guys. So yeah, once again, if you guys are enjoying, don't forget to hit up that Match Reno, guys. Really important. Anyway, back to our regularly scheduled programming. Soulcalibur programming.
Okay. Please do donate. We appreciate it. The next match is going to be Lazy D versus Yoki.
Oh, Yoki. I'm a little biased here.
Hell yeah.
I am not familiar with Lazy. You know, I just kind of feel like there's half the community that I know, and there's another half I'm like, who? Not familiar with Lazy D. Apparently, they play Cervantes.
Okay, all right.
And this is certainly a matchup that Yoki is familiar with. We do have a Cervantes of our own here in New York. Shoutouts to Ender J.
Yeah, Ender J, definitely an amazing Cervantes player. So he's going to have that offline experience against one of the best. Let's see how she's able to apply that in this game here.
Oh, stalemate. Yoki definitely just picking her moments here. You know, still both players still just trying to figure each other out a little bit. Oh, nice sidestep.
Yep, sidestepping the last part of that string. Great stuff from Yoki. Gets the full crouch 1K. That the IGR was not even a whiff punish. He just did that and just happened to tech crouch under the throw.
Oof. Yoki taking this first round. And you know, this is a big stage for both characters to work with. Definitely would benefit both of them. But I think Lazy D is just going to have to go in and get something going. Because the thing is, Yoki is perfectly fine just choosing her moments. I mean, there's no punish on that Wild Rising A, but She's fine with this. Lazy D's gonna have to get something going. It looks like he's starting here. He's gonna go into soul attack.
Into the reset situation. Big damage coming from Lazy D. Gonna get lots of gunshots off his combo into Great Oki. Yeah, doesn't want to deal with that back turn situation after that flash IGDR, and just pressing the 668 immediately after, but he jumps over. Oh my god, there was so much spaghetti right there, but
I know.
Kept the string going, and he's gonna get the whip.
That is nuts. I don't know what the hell that was supposed to be. It looked cool for a second. I was like, wait, that's spaghetti.
Catches them, pressing press buttons on wake up with that 6-6 hold, but not deterring Lazy D from pressing these IGDRs at all. He kind of just doing them preemptively and getting rewarded for it. But speaking of reward, that 2A plus B counter hitting light attacks, doing big damage here, gets the lethal hit ready to go on the gunshots. So 3B plus K and that B2 that we just saw are now going to lethal hit the next time they hit.
And look at that, Lazy D just opting to just keep his distance. Again, jumping over some sort of attack, and it works.
Yep, jump K, working out for him, getting that round. Now has the round advantage. Yoki 2 bars of meter. Sungmina probably having the best soul charge in the game, but he drops the combo.
Ooh, I have
got more than just a soul charge. Soul attack would have even been a better option there.
And you know, that's one of Sungmina's most like punishable moves. If you're able to react to that, I believe that's her crouching. Is it? I don't know notation, but that is one of her most punishable moves. Like if you don't capitalize off of that opportunity, man. Speaking of capitalize, no punishment. 3B.
Yeah, with the 3B plus K, there was that lethal that I was talking about earlier. Gets the 6B hold A plus B, and that's gonna be game number 1 for Lazy D.
Yeah, out of Sungmina, that full crouch 1KK. I mean,
it's like
if you're able to see it,
minus 20,
right? If you're able to see it coming and you block it, you better capitalize.
Yeah,
like you better.
Getting 3B off of it most of the time. Getting most of the punishes off of it, but yeah, Yoki really missed a big opportunity blocking that Geode Array and not getting anything. Like he did soul charge, which you could have done a plethora of other things. Soul attack would have been a much better thing because at least you would get damage, and you're in soul charge and you're able to like keep up the pressure in that regard. But just knocking Cervantes away and you got no damage off of it, that's definitely something that you can't really let happen, especially in those tight situations where the game is coming down to a
Guys, I think Yoki lost on the character select screen.
yeah.
She just fixed her buttons.
Oh.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Always check your buttons.
Well, let's see if that makes a difference. Again, though, I mean, can Mina punish the Wild Rising A from Cervantes? She can, right? I think just K.
No, it's minus 16. I think you might get P6 as optimal. You know, you could do 3D slide K. You want to try and make it a little easier on yourself.
Yeah, I mean, she's gotta make that adjustment. But speaking of adjustment, takes the first round.
If the button swap was the thing that she needed.
Unhand me. Really good spacing.
Ooh, hit them out of the IEDR with the sweep. And that guard's flashing red for Lazy D. That could be a big resource for Yoki to cash out on if he wants to try and come back in this round, or maybe she'll save it for the next one. If she doesn't even get a choice here, he is not going to get a choice. Lazy D tying up in rounds, but that flashing guard gauge, Mina will be able to break that no problem.
Exactly. But it's gone.
Yeah, probably still rocking around 50%-ish.
Especially Yoki, she's really good at working that gauge. I mean, the characters as well. I mean, that's one of the great things about playing Sungmina, but look to Yoki to take advantage of that as well.
Get Chasing down with the K slide A. Interesting approach tool. What seems to be working for like
Ooh,
and there's
there
that
it
block
goes.
punish. Yeah, you get the 3D 80 damage punish on that one. Definitely Cervantes feeling good when he blocks that move.
Was that gonna hit? No.
Okay, the teleport changed the direction and Mina didn't realign.
Damn, 2 bars gone just like that. It's gonna be a lot to deal with. Completely sidesteps his attack, but only gets a kick out of it.
Okay, I think combo was dropped there, but the 2-2-B will call the NA reset. You're doing big damage. Yoki trying to close out tied up in rounds. Okay, Yoki needs this next round to stay alive in the winner's bracket. Lazy D is going to try and prevent that and move on in the winner's side.
But Lazy D sitting on 2 bars.
Now, see, look, these IGDRs, unfortunately, Yoki not able to capitalize on the whip punish. Lazy D kind of just throwing them out. Gets the backstep lethal hit. It's gonna be a great situation for Yoki.
Finally builds a bar and immediately pops the soul charge.
Counter soul charge coming from Lazy D. But the 6-6-8 chase down from Yoki gets him with the 1B, 1 hit away. Oh, gets stuck in.
Ooh.
Yoki able to tie it up here.
I mean, she hung in there. She did not give up. There's a lot of moments there to just get like flustered because there was so much going on, but she held in there. Those buttons do make a difference, guys. Make sure you choose the right buttons. Oh, finally lands a grab. You know, Lazy D has been breaking those throughout this entire match. Right.
Solid life lead here. This, I don't think it's gonna kill, but gonna be in a mix-up for death. Yoki guesses correctly. Not done yet. Mina can make this comeback happen, but you gonna have to get those whip punishes, Yoki. The wall is okay. Gonna close it out. Lazy D off to an early start here in this final game of this series.
Oh, again, nice jump K.
Drops the grab combo. Yoki able to capitalize here.
Ooh.
Hey, that's not going to be a punish.
And I just love the way she's doing this. Just needs one more hit.
Down the wire here, and Yoki gets the whiff punish. The patient just backing up. Again, that K-Side
Whiff
A
City.
is an interesting approach tool because it doesn't really have like a ton of range.
Yeah, and I'm not sure you should really like whiff it either.
Well, yeah, that's the problem. Is, like, it doesn't really have a ton of range, so it can whiff. Oh, Yoki, that would probably want to be a 2-2-B, but didn't quite get it.
And these two are just trading button after button. There goes that gauge. I know that's what she wanted.
Okay, yeah, that's such a hard move to whip punish, but get late on the punishment is Yoki. That guard is flashing red. Lazy D has to be very careful here. I don't know, I feel like I would just take the break at this point. Like,
Yeah.
But unless you just go off the wall and get the whiff on the 2K, Lazy D turns that one around in an instant with the Dreadstorm.
Oh, and again.
Blocks have been so good from Lazy D on the low sweep, but Yoki gets up, checks away, gets the whiff punish here, and there's that guard break.
At the wall, too. It's going to be some serious damage.
Yeah, Yeah, not quite gonna kill, but still mix up for death, and Yoki guesses correctly on the mid option there, and both these players 2 bars of meter. Final game, final round for them.
Oh my god. I mean, it's just gonna come down to who's gonna outplay their equal on resources. But Yoki's she's just like, listen, I don't have time for this. Look, she doesn't have time. She doesn't have time.
Able to avoid that A6. Soul Charge here has the meter, but doesn't Soul Charge that time. But the Soul Charge for Lazy D runs out and doesn't get the command grab. And Yoki, the critical edge finish, is going to take it. She's going to move on. And Lazy D going into the lower bracket there. That was a really close.
Yeah, really close. But, I mean, speaking of Whiff City, she saw that whiff and proceeded to mash critical.
I mean, hey.
Which is a really good option in that situation, right? They both started off that last round equal on resources. They're tied up. And the level of aggression, okay, coming out of Yoki during that last round, she was ready to just take it and go. You know what I mean? So kudos to her.
Yeah, she really made that Soul Charge get a lot of work done in it. She catches Lazy D trying to back away with that 6-6A, and then again coming in, Lazy D tries to take his turn back with the Soul Charge, but Yoki keeps up the aggression despite getting pushed back, goes for that immediate 6-6A again, avoids the first hit of A6 and counter hits him, and just that was kind of just the end of that Soul Charge for Lazy D.
Yeah, and I mean, I just know how Yoki plays at this point, and she just, whatever switch she had in her, it was on during that last set. And like I said, when we entered this matchup, if anyone knows how to handle this Cervantes, it would be her. But Lazy D put up a really solid fight. I mean, during that second to last round, how he was able to just avoid her attack by doing the dredge charge off of the wall. I mean, that was really good stuff from him. So even though, Yoki took it, it was a really, really solid match. And I believe that was our first final round of the night? I believe so. Maybe?
I don't remember. There's been matches.
Definitely not our last.
I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just feel like I'm just enjoying these games so much that I don't even really remember the scores of any of the previous.
All right.
Well, definitely not our last. I can say that for sure.
Certainly not. And in fact, we're on winners quarterfinals where we're going to have a nice big 4 matches to bring us into the top 8. So we just saw Yoki versus Rubber Beef Man. We got Dexus versus Thermador, which I'm very excited for. We got Incendiate versus Sly Tiger. And we got Yoshi 6 versus 8-Way Funds.
Okay.
Ooh, those are some good matches.
Good matches. Is it cool if while we're getting the next match set up, I
yeah.
real quick?
Cool. Yeah. Take your breaks. We can take a moment. We can talk about the Matcherino a little bit while you guys are off. Taking care of business.
Taking care of business. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
I almost did it myself.
Oh yeah, no, I heard you. I was just talking to Yoki in the chat. Looks like she's gonna handle predictions. Thank you so much.
Oh, sweet. It's
That'll
hard
nice.
for me to do that while I'm running the tournament.
Yeah, we're all doing multiple things. Like I'm remote, for example, so it's more annoying. It's fucking like multitask, basically. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. How many matches do we have until top 8, Ian?
So we're in winners quarterfinals now. So as soon as that's over, we should basically have our top 8 decided. We might not be done with losers at that point, but we'll still be there for the purposes of streaming.
We'll definitely take a break before top 8 starts. But yeah, guys, hit that Matcherino. We're at $46.35. We still have 66 free codes left to use. Make sure to check out all the sponsor quests too from Punch Planet. Matcherino, it's a cool $1. Tons of Twitter quests, Twitch quests, Discord quests. all these ways to click and help out the tournament, guys, and it definitely really does help. Shout out to Ozzy Craft for being #1 donor at $25. Rotary Lover holding it down, and Manta. But yeah, we appreciate anybody that takes the time to click any of the promo codes or sponsor quests, guys. Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
So I am going what so for those I do this thing where whenever I'm trying to get people to actually like get on stream, I just sort of at everybody, and the first 2 people who say something get to go on stream. So that means that it's gonna be Rubber Beef Man and Yoki's like, I want a break. Okay. Yeah. We're gonna let them see. They know the deal, but Yoki said something and then was like, wait, no, I regret what I've done. So let's see who else we can get to speak up. Usually what happens is that half of the people will respond immediately and the other half will not. So
I know. I would like to see. I personally, I'd like to see either Dexus versus Thermador, or as my number 1. My number 2 would be Incendiate versus Sly Tiger for us to see on stream here.
well, as predicted, with the exception of Rubber Beef Man and Yoki, I've gotten half of the. There we go. Yoshi
Hey, guys.
6 and 8 way. Yeah, what's
Hey
up?
guys, Two Swords just donated $100, so I had to interrupt and personally thank him.
Hey,
Shout outs to 2 Swords.
Yeah, thank you so much, man.
Shout outs to Team Faustian out there in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
Yeah, thank you for putting us to 147.
You know, we said earlier, people saying this game is dead. We got the support. It's still here.
I'm telling you, the community better back me up. I'm going on this guy's video and I'm just gonna start a fight. I'm just gonna be like, you're just not looking. You're just not.
Just send them a link to this VOD.
Right.
We're like,
Just post it in all the Soulcalibur discords. Look at what this guy said.
Just send them Juice EX Kalo too.
I'm telling you, I was so perturbed. I was just like, I was personally offended. I was like, how dare you? Like, no, you're dead. No, I'll take it back.
You're just not looking in the right places.
Yeah. And it really just, like I said, it really struck me yesterday just by seeing how just the community always shows up. And I just, of course we would love more dev support, but that's already been settled. But the community is just not going to walk away from their game. And this is also, I feel like the community has always been this way, because when Soulcalibur 6 is the first game I started competing in, but the amount of Soulcalibur 5 stories I heard, like, people never stopped playing that game, even though it had been so much time since we had gotten a recent Soulcalibur game.
Played that game for like 6 years.
Yeah, and I tell you what, if Bandai Namco takes 10 years to release the next one, I hope that isn't the case. But
I guarantee you
this
that every single
game,
NBC that has a Soulcalibur 6 tournament, we will show up.
Exactly. So yeah, definitely an active scene.
Yeah, it'll be at least that event. Usually has rocking. Oh, the stream died.
Oh no, the stream's gone.
Don't worry, guys. I know Art's on it.
I believe. He is a professional.
Don't worry, it was me. I'm trying to do what Ian suggested. Oh, I see it. So, Ian, which resolution should I do? 720, 1080?
You can do 1080, and I think your rig should hold up. And if it doesn't, we'd go to 720.
Does it work?
Yeah, I see it.
Nice.
Looks pretty good.
Okay, cool.
Probably just
Let me know if it works
in-game
out better.
frame rate.
And let me know the name.
Yeah, it's probably just in-game frame rate. Weird loading screen. Looking
Yeah.
pretty sick.
No, I'm not seeing it in Discord.
You gotta go watch this.
Oh, okay. I have that up. All right.
Oh,
Yeah,
who do we have
so
up
we-
there?
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
So this would be 8-way funds versus Yoshimitsu 6, I believe. I think we
Yes.
saw their
Yeah, this is
teams
8-way
play-
versus Yoshi 6.
I think we saw their teams play against each other yesterday. Was it those two teams that played against each other?
I know 8-way played yesterday for sure.
And today. He played, yeah, 8-way played yesterday and today. But I know Yoshi 6 played yesterday as well. I just don't remember if it was against 8-ways.
And 8-way just needing one more hit and gets it.
Yeah, able to
That's 6A out of Terra Man. I mean 6B out of Terra Man. Ugh. Annoying.
Yeah, it's a great string. You can mix it up with the options you go for. You can shoot a single first hit. Okay. Alright, we're dodging things. This is a video game. Ooh, doesn't get the counter hit. Not gonna get that wall combo there, but it's wall pressure. Yoshimitsu, yeah, able to capitalize, but unfortunately the angle not gonna work in his favor, but he's still gonna get decent damage off of this situation.
Oh, knocks him right out the sky. Gonna get a little combo here. Oh, nice block, and that should be it. Oh no. Oh yes.
Guesses correctly on the Hell Sweep mix up there.
And 8-way just kind of keeping his defense and offense up. I mean, this really good coming out of him.
Yeah, also 8-way has won 2 rounds and is only just getting his first stance transition because of a critical.
Wow, I didn't even notice that. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. He's been doing everything in Jolly.
And he's just ducking and weaving. He's backing up, then going in with pressure.
Yoshimitsu 6 is having a hard time getting anything started. Gonna pop Soul Charge to make something happen, negate that pressure, but kind of just walking around, not making anything happen. 8-way just using that great back movement to try and generate some kind of space. But now Yoshimitsu 6 has his party started. He's going in for these Oki mix-ups. With Soul Charges run dry, and I don't know what that was from 8-way. I feel like he missed the Soul
Ooh.
Charge.
Man, I almost feel like he should not give Yoshi any momentum at all. And that might have been the start of it, because now we're seeing some action out of Yoshi.
Yeah, okay, interesting throw with punish, your own throw, but it's not working for him. Doesn't get tech. Oh, there we go. 8-way gets hit by the full card 3K that time. Maybe he thought he was gonna go for the mid option, or maybe he just wasn't ready for it.
All right, Tira's gonna opt for a Soul Charge here.
The Dragonfly A going over top of the 6-6A from Jolly stance. It hits him on the backside.
And again, Yoshi looking like he got the momentum that he needed as he wins that trade.
Yep. Gonna see a Soul Charge here from 8-way. No, staying holding on to his meter. Feel like, yeah, he's gonna have to pop it soon to make some kind of potential comeback happen here. But he's gonna get counter hit. No wall splat. That would have been the end of the game. Oh, and he gets the avoiding the puddle, but he doesn't go for the combo. But the will run up 1K. Is it gonna secure it? Yoshimitsu 6. An amazing comeback from him. Those first 2 rounds were like so convincingly in 8-way's favor that I really didn't have any hope that Yoshimitsu 6 was going to make a comeback. I'm gonna do character select. Okay. I like that he ran in and went to go attack him because we don't play around with that anymore. All right, your opponent doesn't move at the beginning of the game. Hit him. Just start hitting them.
Said hit him.
Yeah, if it's you know what? I've seen it too many times. Kashi has baited too many people. Just attack. Controller problems? Should have got a better controller.
Shades of yesterday.
Mhm.
Oh my god.
And we got the same stage. I don't know what that was about.
A-Way was not happy about that either.
So I guess they're just gonna run it.
Run it out.
Ooh, completely sidestepping that RE attempt.
A-Way challenging, recognizing that he didn't complete the string. Yoshimitsu 6. He's gonna get the whip punish here. No, not quite in range for that 6K. With the counter hit, AA. He's gonna do a sizable amount of damage. Should get the round if he doesn't drop the combo, and he does not. Yoshimitsu 6 taking round number 1 of game 2.
Oh, he's not been able to break that throw.
I wonder if the same stage tilted 8-Way a bit and gonna get the wall conversion again. Yoshimitsu, he's so good at getting these wall conversions. One of the biggest strengths he has as a character is these wall conversions.
Oh, speaking of conversions.
Okay, soul attack.
Whoa.
Oh no, Yoshimitsu! You should have just pressed 3B! Oh no.
Just spaghetti everywhere. Just.
Oh my goodness, don't have it end like this. Okay, he gets the AA counter hit, the I-10. You just do anything, man. Don't do a throw.
And just like that, the tables have turned. I mean, A-Way started this set like he was in control, and then Yoshi just got that momentum he needed, and then he's been in control ever since. A-Way's gonna have to do something.
Yeah, I wonder if, you know, getting that same stage maybe played a factor, kind of tilted him a bit, but he's going to get that back step into the critical edge. It's here classic. Going to get the stance transition here, almost at that coda. This could be the comeback that 8-Way needs, right? He's going to have that coda online, just needs the stance transition. Essentially 2 more times.
Ooh, nice whiff punish. Ooh, tries to whip punish again, but that is a very active 3B out of Yoshi.
Yeah, he tried to whip punish too early, put his hurt box into it, and got clipped.
Ooh, nice.
Out of range,
Alright.
full crouch 3K, gonna get whiff punished here. Okay, the realign, keeping him safe. And 8-Way gonna tie this up in rounds in this game number 2. 8-Way mounting a comeback here, and he stayed in gloomy that whole time. This dance transition. On his next dance transition, he will be in coda. That will be a large boon for him.
Oh no, he's got to get away from the wall. Oh
Yep,
no.
that exact reason here, because this is going to be big damage.
Oh.
Goodness, look at this damage off of an AA Brave Edge.
And you can kind of see Yoshi is priming him, positioning him to keep him near the wall. You can just he's just ever so gently doing it. Oh, nice whip punish.
Yep.
Cannot whiff, it's still Soulcalibur.
Yep, and he's going to have Coda ready to go. So basically infinite soul charge now whenever he's in the gloomy stance. Yoshimitsu 6, his soul charge ticking down here, but it's really coming down to the wire. One hit could end this for either player. Working the low life, gonna tick way over to Jolly stance, but we see him make things happen in it before, but he's not gonna get the BB. The first hit whiffs.
Oh my god.
Yoshimitsu 6 has the Brave Edge. All he needs is one hit, but he runs into the vertical. 8-Way funds, tying this up 1-1.
I'm gonna sit right here and watch you.
That, I mean, he really fought for that one. Really, I mean, to maintain your composure throughout all of that. I mean, oh, good stuff from 8-Way.
I feel like if you're Yoshimitsu 6 here, I feel like keeping the stage might be a good option, but look, did you go to random stage?
Welcome to the stage.
It would be a good. If they got the same stage again, I'm gonna
you
lose
know
it.
what? He got a
Okay.
better stage. He got a better stage.
Yep, walls all around. and it's much smaller, so he's going to be up in Tira's face more. There's not going to be a lot of space for 8-Way to just create distance between him and Yoshi, which is what worked for him at the beginning of the set.
Yep. I guess it's easy to get an all-walled stage when this stage has 3 versions of it.
Very true. Wait, there is 3 versions of this, right? It's the Moonlight Woods, this one.
And then
They're different. They're different.
They're like.
And then the
like
wait, the which one? Wait, what's the third one?
There's this stage, and then there's this stage, Daylight.
Oh yeah. I don't think I unlocked that stage.
The Silver Wolf Woods and the Cursed Moonlit Woods are actually a different shape.
Yes, I know.
I'm telling 5. I'm telling 5.
No, Ian inserted himself to check you, okay?
They're like a slightly different shape. This one's an oval, the other one's like a weirdly shaped square.
Yeah.
It's like a square with like a circular
Rounded
side.
edges, yeah.
Yeah.
I have to go look at that. I didn't even realize that. I know there's a daytime version, but I don't have that stage. That's only in story mode, right?
No, it's there.
I've literally never played story mode, and I have it.
Me neither. So what's going on? Okay,
there,
I'm
it's
gonna have
there.
to investigate that. No, I'm gonna have to look into
They're
that.
just in different places all over the stage select.
Speaking of, geez, just in that conversation about stages, Yoshi's up by 2. 8-Way's gonna have to get something started. He only has 4 personality switches on the board right now. I feel like he's overusing the 6B string because Yoshi has just been dodging them.
Yep, speaking of dodging, Dragonfly stance gonna be dodging that there. Gets the Brave Edge combo, huge damage near the wall. The tech back though, gonna get 8-Way out of that situation. RNG not in his favor right now. Maybe that's why he's not getting very many stance transitions. The RNG is just not in his favor at all.
Oh, hey, Yoshi has been fishing for a grab and he finally caught it. Right, it was gonna. This is his last chance. Got to make this count.
Does blocking it out, but that should be the game or the round. I mean, and 8-Way not done yet, but he has no meter. And Yoshimitsu 6 has but a bar and a half, and he can make a lot of things happen with that amount of meter. Oh, I think went for the 2-2B, but unfortunately he probably triple tapped it. Ends up getting just the
Oh
8B
my
instead, but
god.
this wall damage is
Oh
gonna
my
be
God.
nuts. Into the
Oh.
OP setup, but he grabs into the reversal edge.
Oh,
Gets the wall splat off
Again.
of it. Yoshimitsu 6, 1 hit away almost at this point. 8-Way Funds has to play perfectly. That's not playing perfectly. I think he wanted
no.
soul attack, but he gets a miss input.
my heart just aches for 8-Way because it's that had to have been a soul attack attempt. Had to have been. There's no way. I mean, his opponent was on the ground. There's no way a CE would have worked there. Oh. But good stuff to Yoshi. I think, as you pointed out at the beginning, that stage was. I mean, that stage technically is in both players' favor, but the way one of Yoshi's biggest strength is his wall damage, and just the way he was positioning 8-Way to be on the receiving end of a lot of that wall damage was just really on point during that set.
Really had the stages working in his favor there.
All right. Next up, we're going to have Dexus versus Thermador.
Okay, there's gonna be a sick one.
And Dexus is one of the players from overseas, is that correct?
Yeah, he's from Britain, if I recall correctly.
Well, Sweden, but yeah.
Oh. Does he live in Britain?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was like, wait a minute, no, because he flies from there, right?
Yeah, no, he lives there, but he's
Yeah,
originally
yeah,
from
okay.
Sweden.
Right.
Yeah, I know the lore. But Nightmare versus Siegfried. The man fighting himself in his own mind.
It's a mirror match.
Essentially, yeah. Nice duck on night side stance there. Your reward for ducking there is pretty high. You're really only risk the B.
Oh, nice duck.
Yeah, and Thermador is not de-incentivizing Thermador or Dexus from doing these while rising Bs at all. He's getting so much work out of them. Oh, he goes for the B6. He doesn't go for the AGA. Maybe not confident in that right now. And Thermador, he's just letting him get away for free on these -16 attacks. Okay, Dexus, I know you can AGA lethal hit. Please do it. Oh, okay, no, the wall splat was too close. Not gonna get the full conversion for the ring out. Dexus not on this one yet. He has Dark Legacy. He can make this happen. Just like that.
Dexus already up by 2. Oops, snatches him right up. He has
Okay. The first time that move whipped, I was really surprised because that move does that consistently. He's gonna get the wall spot here. He is. It should get him up over the ring or the wall into the ring out. Thermador staying alive in this game number 1.
nice interrupt.
Okay.
Oh, and there goes that slight sidestep. Because he knows that Dexus is going for these wild rising beasts too much.
But he can go for 3A, which you may see there, but he gets the whiff punish lethal hit. That's gonna be huge damage. Oh, but he tried to sidestep it afterwards, doesn't quite get there. The 3K though, gonna tie it up for Thermador. Just like that, he was on the edge of defeat, but he brings it back. I think they both drop AGA there, and Thermador just got a better input on the drop.
Okay. I mean, Dexus has interrupted that Grimstride every single time. As he should.
Yeah, Siegfried, you know, he can do 3A to kind of counter a lot of the options he has there. He's gonna be, again, he does, and that's out.
The double soul charge was pretty epic though.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
I like that.
Very, very anime.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
You're going right back into it. And was that... This is the same stage, right?
Yep.
Yes.
I love Soulcalibur 6's random select. It's so good. It's so good.
Battle 1. Fight.
Dexus just going in swinging now. Really aggressive coming from him. And wow, he tried to sidestep that and just the hitbox on that.
We're walking the 6BB. Nice duck on the string. That covers basically 2 options by ducking there. And Nightmare risks getting hit by a 93 damage block punish. That meter is Dexus. You know, Dexus, he gets so much meter because he REs quite a lot. No reason Nightmare would be
Interrupts
the
him
meter
with
battery.
bubble. Ooh.
Below that time. He's done the mid option pretty much every single time he's been in reverse side hold. Okay. Alright. Drops the B4 just frame.
Ooh.
Nice.
RE the soul attack attempt.
Big damage here.
Dexus is just not having any of this. 3-0. What a response.
Yep. Dexus staying alive here. He kind of just like pushed the aggression even more so. Right? Took advantage of the fact that Thermador isn't block punishing reverse side hold when he does block correctly. He's not really getting the optimal stuff on like, the reverse side hold B, and isn't trying to reverse the ledge or anything. He's kind of just eating the mix. But as I'm saying this, Thermador gets perfect. So
Thermador was like, hold on, wait a minute. I'm Thermador.
Yeah. You look down at your shirt and it just says Thermador on it. It's like, ah, that's me. Blocking in one hit away here. And the 2A from Siegfried. Gonna close that one out.
These two are like really going at it.
Dexus is guessing right on pretty much every single side hold mix up at this point. Low that time, he's gonna dash forward into the 3-4. Okay. Ooh, catches him on the tippy tip of the 2-2A here. Yeah, maybe just out of range, couldn't get the AGA lethal hit. Finally guesses right, but look at that, he doesn't get the block punish. It's -16. Nightmare gets a decent block punish with that.
That was going to be my question because he is not punished that several times. I'm like, okay, well, maybe he can't punish it. And I'm like, no, he should be able to.
Yeah, not quite in time there, but that should be the game. No, he doesn't go for the optimal block or for the whiff punish there. He had time. He could have gone for like a 4-4 A plus B or something, but still going to close it out. Yeah, Nightmare, if he has Terror Charge, he gets like an amazing punish with 6K. He can also AGA it. You can do 6K if you want to keep it a little simpler, and if you don't have Terror Charge. He has options, and even just AGA, he doesn't get a lethal hit like Siegfried does, but it's still like a high damage knockdown. It's like, oh, you can get the Just Frames like 50 damage-ish in a knockdown.
And there goes that gauge on blinking on Dexus' side.
Yeah, but not broken yet. Pops the Soul Charge. If he doesn't get anything out of it, he still gets that extra bar. Next round, he's one hit away again. Big plus frames, and he tries to soul attack at -4 in that 3K, 14 frames. Gonna make it I-10. Gonna stuff that thing out.
I wonder if that was a soul charge attempt. Well, no, was he in
You'd
soul
have
charge?
to- I think he had Terror Charge.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, soul attack, you have to do quarter circle forward. So I don't think that's what he intended. Or I don't think he intended to do a soul charge and missed. Like, if you're in soul charge and you try to soul charge, you get CE. You don't get soul attack. So he intentionally did quarter circle forward. A plus B plus K.
That's crazy.
Welcome to the stage of history.
That they threw down.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we got the lore battle, two big swords, same character.
Oh, it's the same guy.
Yeah, the same guy with basically, I mean, I get what you're saying.
It's kind of like, that fight's kind of like, you know, you randomly remembering that cringy thing you did when you were 16. And you're like, oh, that's kind of like what that fight is in Siegfried's head. Except instead of like a cringy thing you did when you were like 16, you like killed half of Europe when you were 16.
I was just gonna say, how many villages?
Yeah. Whatever. It happens. He's just like a quirky young little 16-year-old boy.
So,
Wind is calling me.
speaking of quirky young not boys, we got Incendiate and Sly Tiger.
Are they not
Ooh.
boys?
Well, Talon and Changhua aren't.
They are
Okay.
some quirky characters, though.
Yeah, look at Zhang Hua. He's got bangs.
I didn't even really think about the players. I was just looking at the character select.
Yeah, I mean, Zhang Hua's got bangs, so you know she's quirky.
Exactly.
You know,
Oh
He's
my
not
god,
like
that
a
is a
girl.
quirky hairstyle.
That's how that works.
I'm ready.
yeah.
I
Look at
can't. Bangs are quirky.
it. Yeah, I mean, look at, you know,
Those
That-
are some quirky bangs. I'm not gonna lie.
every person that has bangs, they're quirky.
This is a science fact.
Fact.
Oh my god.
You
All
ever notice
right.
that, like every
Talon-
movie Zoe Deschanel is in,
Spirits are
quirky and has bangs. Coincidence?
Oh my
No.
god.
This is my big moment.
All right. Well, this should be a quirky matchup. Both of these characters stick like rice. So it's interesting to see them go against each other.
Yeah, and I believe Incendiate almost always, if not always, gets it over Sly Tiger. He has a lot of experience against Talum. He plays a great character to counter the options that Talon has a lot of experience fighting like players like Wind Charmer. I think he plays with Triple Tree. It doesn't get the ring out because the air control, but you're still down on life, but still can make a thing happen, but not if he gets 228 out of the ring.
Yeah, and I think what it is Incendiate has a lot more control just over his character. I would say he plays this match in just a control type of way. And I think that's just how Incendiate plays. Like, he's done the math.
Yeah, well, sometimes
is
he just
correct.
throws things out like that, just to show his opponent, like, hey, look, I'm gonna do this. And sometimes his opponent won't ever try that option ever again and just be afraid to get hit by that. And you can't be.
Ooh, and gets ended by the AAB.
Sports. Thanks so much for subscribing.
Gonna be the mix-up, and I mean his pace, Incendiate's pace right now. I mean, he's really making Sly guess.
He has the meter, okay, spends it on the resist impact to take a turn, but Sly Tiger guesses correctly. The Crybaby gonna disrupt that Oki situation, and that's a huge boon that Zhonghua has, is being able to disrupt, which is normally insanely good Oki from Talon.
Look at this, he is just slowly chipping away.
And he
Mix
had to
after mix
cancel
after
that.
mix.
And he had to cancel out of that reversal edge, or else he would have got lethal hit, but doesn't matter. Incendiate 2 bars of meter in the potential final round situation for him where he can win this. Soul charging. Slickman had that soul CE punished if he needs it. Fly Tiger has to be very careful here.
Breaks the throw, the low grab attempt.
Oh, went for the whiff punish, but the Winsalt A+B gonna realign. Nice. Again, guessing correctly on the string, gonna get a sizable amount of damage. Forces the soul charge out from Talon, but at this point, if he whiffs, if he gets does a move that's minus 12 or more, Incendiate will take it, but Fly Tiger able to stay in, gets the low on the mix-up, and gets it. Staying alive here, but this meter advantage is going to be, again, incredible for Incendiate. He has 2 potential Soul CE punishes, and there's going to be our
And
first
there
one.
goes one of them.
Yep. You're going to have a great 50-50 afterwards. You might go for the B+K B just to try and stuff out any potential soul charges. Oh, and look at that.
And both of them, I mean, the way they're both just dancing around stances and cancels and mixes, it's really a sight. Oh, now it's gonna do a chunk of damage.
Yeah, great job also pressing buttons there. Oh, he's able to dodge it. Okay. I don't think this is gonna kill because he doesn't have the
He's gonna
low
have
life
a
bonus.
he's gonna have a tiny bit of health left.
Yeah, but mix up for death. Guesses correctly, but the patience, and he catches him out on the reversal edge cancel. Incendiate.
Imagine
Up, game number 1.
He tried to back up and just got kicked in the chest. Damn it, Incendiate. Zhonghua was not having it. Come back here. Three spins, Incendiate. You're just showing off at this point.
Ooh, nice chase down. Gets the Winsalt A+B, catching Incendiate, trying to get out of there with the stance transition.
Oh, nice avoidance, Slide Tiger. I mean, oh, that was a really good sequence. Jumping backwards and then going into the wind cannon. Really good stuff. Okay, is he gonna guess here? No, just opts to turn around and continue the pressure.
Knocked knockdown situation for Incendiate, even if life bar doesn't go for a whiff punish, instead goes for a soul charge. He went for the read, but doesn't work out for him. I think he was out of range in the low grab attempt.
Ooh, I don't know if I think Incendiate was trying to get him to whiff something there and just paid for it. Sly Tiger up by 2, but Incendiate is sitting on a bar.
John can make a lot happen with the bar, but then he'll be out of meter for 2 rounds afterwards, even if he's out the field to get it. Okay, these 6A plus Bs, Sly Tiger has gotten hit by every single one, even if they don't get the auto GI lethal hit. But the back turn low grab catches him out of the horizontal there. Untechable, and that's going to be the round for Incendiate, and he didn't even have to use his meter.
And Incendiate's going to get some momentum here.
Okay, 6K, block punish, I-12 kick, super good.
And I mean, I don't know the notation for that move on Xianghua where she takes a step back and then lunges forward with her sword. That's been putting in a lot of work here.
Yeah, I believe it's 4-4B.
4-4B, yeah. That's been putting a lot of work for Incendiate.
It is going to catch his sidestep.
Wow.
Is he dead?
Yep.
Sly Tiger evening it up 1-1 here.
And I mean, not even the audacity, but the balls to just go into the stance in his face. In his face. He was just like, you know what? You want to stand here? I'm just going to go into my stance and boom. Ends the set. Really good stuff from Sly.
Kind of just like a weird option and kind of made Incendiate think for a second. In that quick moment of thought, was like, okay, I'm going to press a button now. Sly Tiger had already committed to the K and gets the counter hit.
Oh, that's not going to be quite out.
No, that ring out range definitely not nearly as good as it used to be. But
That's...
the stars are going to align, the angle's going to be perfect. Back, taking that turn back. See that meter usage is going to play out for him, and so far it looks like taking his turn back has played out for him. I mean, that's better than no punish. He techs that grab. That was a hard one to tech.
It truly is. Truly, truly is.
Gets the guard break, but I don't think that's really what he wanted, but it works out, gets the Oki situation. And he's gonna get a bar a meter here. 2 bars to 1, basically. But that could be, that 1 bar could be all that Incendiate needs, especially if he can weather this storm.
And you know, the same for Sly as well. You give Talon 1 bar, she can do a lot with it. But I mean, this Crybaby is it's not working.
I mean, I guess he got like 30 damage in Crybaby, but oh, the 4-4B jumps right into the hitbox of that attack.
Ooh, catches her stepping. This pressure coming out of Incendiate's really good, forcing Sly Tiger to go for a soul charge. Incendiate is sitting on almost 2 bars, definitely looking to just launch into finish, but Sly definitely has the damage on his side.
That Crybaby though is really good. He gets the whiff punish, and again he gets the 6-6B counter hit that time. Incendiate. Those Crybabies, you're showing why they are so good. He took a bunch of damage in the last game, but I think he was just kind of gambling on the fact that Sly Tiger might change it up. And in that last round, you see him, that Crybaby just disrupting that Oki entirely from Talon. Very good move that Xianghua has. She's the only character in the game that has something like that. there are other characters with moves from on the ground, but they are nowhere near as good as Crybaby.
As the Crybaby.
Yeah, because it's
Yeah,
just, like, instantaneous.
Yeah, and the one thing I appreciate about what Incendiate did in that matchup is his ability to chase Sly Tiger down. Several times, Sly Tiger, I'm forgetting the notation. Is it Wind Charmer where she jumps backwards and Incendiate will just run after her with using a lot of his moves that lunge him forward, like the 6-6 I thought that was used very, very well in this matchup.
Yeah, that's the
Definitely
Wind
helped
Punch
him.
that I've been talking about from Incendiate, where he's getting much better at it. But yeah, the stance you're thinking of is Wind Fury, I believe, is the one where she
Wind
jumps back.
Fury, yeah. Wind Charmer is the one where she goes sideways,
Yeah.
I think.
All right, guys, just give me a sec to hit up this match arena real quick. Guys, exclamation point match arena in the chat. Hope you guys are enjoying. If you want to contribute to this tournament, we still have 60 free codes left in the prize pool. You can log in with your Twitch name, click the claim code button right below the contribute button. It's that easy. Also, if you want to help out even further, you can hit up the sponsor quest, Punch Planet. 30 cents to the prize pool. Match arena is a cool $1. We got Twitter quests, YouTube quests, Twitch quests, Discord quests. Thank you to the top donors. 2 Swords, the 100, Ozzy, 25. Rotary Lover with the big 580. And yeah, make sure to, if you guys enjoying the tournament, make sure to take some time to use all these. It really helps. We also got some items in the marketplace and all that good stuff, guys. Thank you guys for watching. What do we have up?
So this is going to be Rubber Beef Man versus Yoki.
Okay.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Ooh, that's going to be a Hilda versus Sungmina. Last few times I've seen Rubber Beef, he's been running Hilda.
So it could be that, or it could be his classic
Xianghua, right?
Yeah, X.
Yeah, it's the last match before top 8.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll take like a 5-minute break after this.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so Yoki versus Rubber Beef Man. We're gonna see Mina, and I know I saw Rubber Beef Man play earlier. I believe he plays Hilda. So this is gonna be an interesting matchup because both of the characters have solid range, but Hilda is much better at close range, despite having like the spear and everything. The spear is entirely like a vertical attack. All of her horizontals come from her sword, but she has some okay ranged ones. But her mid-range control, especially like in the horizontal department, can be
Formidable.
not the best unless unless you have charge and you're spending like things like C5A. That's kind of like a closer range. Like it has like okay range, but it's going to be harder to control that further range with the horizontal moves. So she is kind of limited in that regard to what she can do. As Ramina has better control in that regard, but when she is up close, has way more options than Mina does.
Yep.
So I would expect Rubber Beef Man to maybe be a bit more aggressive in this matchup.
Warriors cross swords beneath the gaze of the ancient gods.
Yeah, I mean, I have not seen Yoki play this matchup, but as you said, I think it's really going to come down to the up close. That's where Rubber Beef Man is going to get a lot of his good damage at. But Hilda is I think Hilda is one of the best characters in the game. Difficult to play at times, but really good.
Yeah, I feel like people say she's really good, and like I feel like no one is good enough with her for me to believe the things people say about her. Like potentially she can be, but no one's actually really done much with her.
I think it's like I said, I think it's the thing with Hilda, the potential to screw something up, in my opinion, is very high with her. You release the button at the wrong time. You charge the wrong button. Like, a lot can go wrong with her. So I'm not. I understand that argument, but I think it would be different if she was easier to play. But then that would just go against the characters. I feel like historically that's what made her Hilda, right? She has these weapons, this specific mechanic to her with the charging and stuff. Yeah. So, but I do get that. I do understand that point though.
Yeah. And okay, gonna get the jumping attack there. We're 2 rounds in. Yoki, 2 rounds up right now. Rubber Beef Man looking like kind of struggling to get the momentum started here.
Alright, get some frames from the low on that move, but doesn't get much off of it, and already we have first guard break.
And those horizontals I was mentioning, they're really good, but as soon as Rubber Beef Man does not do a horizontal, Yoki immediately sidesteps and gets a sidestep launch. So it's like that's kind of can be a struggle as Hilda.
And I also think Hilda in Soul Charge too is something like we don't talk about enough. It's so easy to forget she has extensions on a lot of her strings. And that's about the only thing that clipped Yoki during that match.
Yeah, Yoki
and she takes it 3-0.
Yeah, walking through that game number 1 convincingly.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if Rubber Beef Man is able to adapt, but that's going to be a hard one. Yoki has all that momentum, and it was very fast. So I'm going to go to stage select here, maybe trying to... No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Come on.
The Uno reverse card.
Man.
Come on. I mean, this happened to Yoki earlier, and she was able to make a comeback, so I don't know. Maybe Rubber Beef Man can. Not hitting any K buttons. No, there's a K button.
Wow. Wow. I don't even have the words. Like, what? Oh, maybe they switched to go to Xianghua.
Okay. All right.
You have a little bit more freedom when you're playing Xianghua, maybe. I would imagine there's a specific button layout to do Hilda.
Yeah, I guess, you know, that would make sense. She's a charge character, so having certain buttons mapped to be certain things makes sense. But immediately gets the AGI, does Yoki, into the mix-up 50-50 on the Oki, applying like 50% guard damage. And Rubber Beef Man really blocks one more hit. You should probably see that guard flashing. If we have that opportunity. If we have that opportunity. There it is.
Oh, and I mean, Yoki is bulldozing.
Yep.
And you can just kind of tell Rubber Beef Man is overwhelmed because, again, Seungmina she's relatively safe on a lot of things, I would say, but there are some key moves where if you block them, like, you have to, like, punish her. And Yoki has already thrown out one of those moves, and just nothing happened after it. Is it her 6A+B? I'm not sure. It's that one where she jumps.
Mina?
Yeah, where she kind of like jumps and spins with her staff. It's usually done at the wall.
8A+B?
It could be. Could be. I know it's like minus like 18 or something.
Yeah, it's A+B, and Yoki, Rubber Beef Man had. I feel like you kind of just take the guard break there. You know, like you kind of better to take it and die, and then be kind of fresh in this round and try and make a better comeback happen.
Oof. I mean, yeah, he's gonna take the CE and just take a moment to breathe because Yoki is just not allowing him to breathe at all.
Okay, blocks the sweep, but it's hard to punish in Soul Charge. He jumps back so far.
Oh, nice. Okay. It's getting something started.
He spends the bar here, and I feel like this is probably going to kill. A low life bonus on top of it, very backhand heavy. Yeah, it's going to be a round on the board for Rubber Beef Man with the Xianghua. And wasn't able to get, I don't think, any round on the board in our last game. I think it was just like,
Yeah, this is his first round, but it took him 2 bars to get it done.
he doesn't have that meter now, so could potentially be a rough one.
You're open. Another.
No whip punish.
And again, his gauge is starting to blink again.
Yup. Okay. He gets the run throw. Maybe he tried to go for the command grab there, trying to get that guard break.
Ooh.
Oh, you had to take that damage. Nothing you could do, and tried to probably go for a 2-2B, but accidentally gets a jump instead,
That felt good.
and that's going to be it. Yoki advances.
Yeah, I mean, I just could kind of tell where this match was going. That first round, Yoki just threw out 8 A+B with Mina, and that's one of her more punishable moves. And it's just like Rubber Beef Man was just like, okay, there's an opportunity for me to back up, and that's all he did. It's just overwhelmed. Yoki just bulldozed both Hilda and X, which is just crazy. But again, a testament to the caliber of play that you get when you're fighting against the Yoki.
Yeah. She's definitely proven herself to be an amazing player, and showing why there. Taking Rubber Beef Man out very convincingly. So, yeah, forced Rubber Beef Man to try and consider a different character other than his main. And Zhonghua able to round, but dumped 2 CEs to get it, and then with no meter, wasn't really able to make anything happen.